You've been told the story of Michael Jackson wrong, because before Thriller, before the moonwalk, there was a world actively trying to destroy his music he was about to release, and he released it anyway. But let's run it back real quick. In 1971, Hollywood discovered black audiences will show up for black films. For a while, Hollywood shut the door on black cinema. The budget for Shaft was only $500K and it grossed $12 million, arguably saving MGM from bankruptcy. So Hollywood does what Hollywood always does, and it just exploits the moment. And as a result, over 200 black films were released under a decade, until the black community pushed back. And by community, I mean Jesse Jackson and the NAACP. They referred to these films as a degrading image of black people. And unfortunately, by 1975, this era started to decline and they were no longer in production. Then Star Wars dropped and Hollywood discovered the blockbuster and decided black films weren't worth any trouble anymore. But before they fully walked away, they made one last bet. In 1978, Hollywood released The Wiz. It had Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, Richard Pryor, Lena Horne, with Quincy Jones supervising the music. And for the most part, it performed beautifully in black neighborhoods. When white suburban audiences didn't show up to the theater, one journalist wrote, it only took one flop like The Wiz to give Hollywood an excuse to retreat to a safer creative ground. But here's what they didn't account for. On the set of The Wiz, a 20-year-old Michael Jackson met producer named Quincy Jones, and they went into the studio together. Approximately between April and June 1979, Michael recorded a song called Burn the Disco Out. The opening lyrics were, "There's a stampede and it's coming after you." 1 month later, July 12, 1979, in Combs Park, Chicago, 50,000 people literally stampede a baseball field and burned black records with dynamite. I'm not even kidding. And it wasn't just disco. They were burning Marvin Gaye's records, Stevie Wonder's records, Al Green's records that had nothing to do with disco, just records that were black. And after that night, radio stations used disco as an excuse to stop playing black music entirely. This wasn't about the music genre. This was about whose music was allowed to exist. And 1 month later, after that stampede, on August 10th, 1979, Michael Jackson released Off the Wall, the album that ended with the song literally named Burn This Disco Out, a song recorded before the riot, singing about a stampede coming, speaking into the existence of what happened. He closed his album with a celebration of the exact music they tried to burn, and it became one of the best-selling albums of all time. At 21 years old, he wrote to himself, and I quote, "I aim to become an extraordinary performer who will astound the world. Studious, masterful, I intend to examine the entire entertainment industry and elevate it beyond the accomplishments of the past greats." Now here's what that means for you as an artist. They declared The Wiz a failure, and The Wiz gave us Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson, which as a result gave us Thriller. Every time the industry tried to define the ceiling, black creativity built a new floor above it. The industry's definition of failure and your community's definition of failure are not the same thing. And when they come for your culture or your art, you don't pivot, you don't close your album, you dare the world to look away.